3rd grade. Okay, so today for language arts, we're going to take a look at some compound words. And we're going to look at parts of speech, which we've been talking about, nouns, verbs, adjectives. And today, actually, we're going to talk about a 4th part of speech called an adverb. And we're going to look at our compound words. Yesterday in the video, you noticed that they were saying that most compound words are made up of a noun plus a noun, right? A noun plus another noun will give you a different noun, okay? And so today we're going to take an eagle eye look at all of our spelling words, and we're going to break them into their 2 small words, and then we're going to identify their parts of speech, which parts of speech each small little word is, and then identify the larger word, okay? We're going to do 5 together, and then you're going to do the other 8 on your own. So pay really close attention, okay? All right. So this first one, ready? Do you like my pictures? Okay, ready? Can you guess what it is? Foot plus a ball is equal to a football. Football, right. Okay. So this foot, what part of speech is the word foot? Foot is a noun, right? It's a thing. It's something. It's a part of your body. It's a noun. So a foot is a noun. How about a ball? What would you say a ball is? Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a thing? It's a thing. So a ball is a thing. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's not a part of speech. Wow. What's a part of speech? If it's a thing, it's a noun. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go. So a ball is a noun. A foot is a noun. A ball is a noun. And when we put those 2 words together, foot and ball, we've got the word football. And what part of speech is a football? Is it a person? No. Is it a place? No. Is it a thing? Of course it is. It's a thing. It's a thing that you kick. So football is also a noun. Okay, so we identified every part. We identified the foot. We identified the ball. We identified the foot as a noun, the ball as a noun, and then the football as a noun. And we're going to notice that many compound words that is true of, right? It's true that we have a noun plus a noun is equal to another noun. But that's not always the case. So let's take a look. Let's see about our next one. Okay. So I laughed when I showed this one to Charlie, my Charlie. He thought that maybe that was a field. And I said, look carefully at those lines. He's like, oh, it's not a field. It's not like a soccer field or a football field. It's a tennis. And what do you call that in tennis? You call it a tennis court. So that would be a court. And a court is a noun because it's a place. Or I guess it could be a thing, right? It could be a thing or a place depending on how you use it in a sentence. But it's a court. It's where you play a game. Or it's the thing on which you play. So either way. All right, and this beautiful thing right here, this of course is a house. And a house is a place or a thing, I guess depending on how you use it, right? So a house is also a noun. So again, we have a noun plus a noun. Court plus house is going to equal look at this bottom picture. It could look like a lot of different buildings, but it actually is a courthouse. Courthouse. And a courthouse is also a noun. It's a place, right? It's a place or a thing. I guess it's more of a I think of it more of a place. But if the actual building is a thing, then it could be a thing. But you go to the courthouse, right? So that would be a noun. Okay, once again, we have a noun plus a noun is equal to another noun. All right, let's see. Next word, rattle. Isn't that a cute little rattle? Plus a snake is equal to a rattlesnake. This snake, I don't mind, but this snake, And you all know I've had a snake. So I like snakes, but not that one. Okay, this actual rattle, this one right here, the one that I have a picture of, would that be, uh-oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Would that one, would this rattle be, what part of speech would that be? This rattle in the picture, since it's an actual physical plastic thing that you shake, it's a thing, so it would be a noun, right? So this rattle is a noun. The tricky part about that word is that rattle could also be a verb. Like, I rattle the chain to make noise. Or, ooh, that sound rattles my bones. Right? So rattle could also be a verb. It depends on the sentence. Because I showed a picture of an actual thing that's called a rattle, this one in the picture is a noun. I looked for a picture of something moving and shaking, like rattling, moving, shaking, but I couldn't find one. So that one's a little tricky. Rattle could be a noun or it could be a verb. Right here, of course, it's a noun. Snake, well, snake, this is just a beautiful green snake. I don't know what kind of snake it is, but this snake, Quinny might know, this snake, of course, is an animal. It's a thing, so it's a noun. Okay, so we've got another noun plus a noun. But I want you to keep in mind that rattle could be a verb depending on the sentence. Okay, and then of course we end up with the word rattle. We keep the word rattle and we keep the word snake. We don't get rid of anything except for the space. And rattlesnake is also a noun because it's a thing. Okay. All right, so we've got rattle is a noun, snake is a noun, rattlesnake is a noun. Okay, good. Wait, hold on a second. So far we've had noun plus noun, noun plus noun, noun plus noun. A lot are noun plus nouns, right? And we noticed that yesterday in the video. Okay, now let's look at this one. What do you think this one is? Okay, you might know what the ending word is. So if you know the ending word, then what is this word and what is this word? So this must be a picture of play. That's a picture of play. And play would be a verb. It's an action. It's tricky to show an action word, isn't it? It's tricky to show it in a one-dimensional picture. A video, you could totally show action, but in a one-dimensional picture, it's tricky. But this is a verb. We're showing play. So this is play is a verb. And this would be ground. This is, oops, don't forget your blend, ground. And ground is a noun. It's a thing. Or it could be a place, depending on how you use it in a sentence. But either way, it's a noun. Okay, so play plus ground would equal playground. And a playground is a noun, right? It's a place. I guess it's a thing made out of different structures, but either way, how we use it, it's a noun. It's a place or a thing, depending on how you use it in a sentence. I was just thinking, and I hadn't thought of this before we started, the word ground, do any of you have like a salt or a pepper mill that you have to turn? And when you turn it, it's called grind. But one of those parts of speech is called ground. Like I ground the pepper in the past tense. I ground the pepper into the noodles. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one. So it could be a verb, but most often we use it as a noun, meaning the ground on which we walk on. But it could be a verb sometimes, like I ground pepper or I ground the salt. You know, an herb you would grind. So that would be a little bit different. Okay, now let's take a look at this verb. This one was tricky. It was tricky to find pictures for. So think of your spelling words and maybe go to the end and then backtrack. That's always a good strategy. Can you go to the end? Okay. All right, so if you went to the end and then you backtracked, this arrow is coming, it's showing an action, and the action is movement, and the movement is going out. Okay, so this one's tricky because out is what we call an adverb, and we haven't discussed adverbs yet. That's why I chose this one, so I could do it with you. Out is an adverb. It explains a verb, like you go outside. Or, oh, I gave away the compound word. You go out, or you walk out, or you hit out. Okay, so it describes the verb, and that's what we call an adverb. We haven't gotten to that one. That's why I chose this one as one of the oddballs of our spelling list. Okay, so this is a picture of out. What is this a picture of? So that red inflamed part of her body is called her side. And a side right here is a noun. We can use it differently. If like I take someone's side, then that would be a noun. Or if I side with someone, it would be a verb. But here, this part of her body is called her side. Or if we looked at the box, this is a side of the box, right? Okay, so if we have out and we have side, then of course this picture is outside. Okay, and outside is actually it's not a noun, it's not a person, a place, or thing. It's not a verb, it's not an action word or a being word. It's not an adjective. Well, it depends on how you use it in a sentence. Most often it's an adverb. And again, that we haven't really gotten to, but it describes a verb. Or it could be an adjective. So it depends on how you use it in a sentence. I guess I should write adjective or adverb. Outside could be, if I said I put the lights on outside, it describes where you put the lights. Okay, so outside is often an adverb. So that one's tricky. Okay, so I did 5 of our 13 spelling words with you. You're going to do the other 8, and you don't have to do pictures, but you can if you'd like to, because that would be awesome if you wanted to draw. But I want you to write the word, and then what part of speech do you think it is? Okay, so write the small word, the part of speech it is, plus the small word, this part of speech it is, equals the big word and what part of speech it is. I'll give you a clue that I did the only one that has an adverb in it, so you won't worry about that one, okay? The rest are all parts of speech that you know. So either nouns, which we know most are nouns, verbs, or adjectives, which won't be very often. Nouns or verbs, okay? You're going to take the other 8 words. You're going to write the word and the part of speech. If you want to draw a picture, I would love to see it. And then tell what the compound word is. So this will be great practice in telling your parts of speech, and it'll be great practice in spelling your spelling words. Double whammy. All right, my friends, enjoy. Have fun with your spelling words, and have fun identifying words and thinking about words. Words are awesome. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.